Yo, so I just reviewed the footage and I know exactly what happened. It was so quick I didn't realize that's what happened. So I didn't realize the enemy could hit us there in the corner, like through the blocks, right? Because everything fits so nicely. There you go. And then I didn't realize the health had gone down. Well, it's one of those things when your eyes are broken and they don't work properly, stuff like this can happen. But whatever, we figured it out. And we tested it again. It's like, oh, it's not broken. So I don't know. Okay. Anyways, let's do instead of the Spelunky style health with a health and a number, let us do a health bar. And to do that, we're going to go on our UI, on our external layout, and we're going to click add an object. And we're going to use a tiled sprite. So normal sprite, we're going to use a tiled one. And what is a tiled sprite? Tiled sprite is a sprite where as you stretch it, as you make it larger or smaller, it doesn't actually stretch, but it doubles itself. Right? It'll be cool. Like I'll show you. So we're gonna create one with Piscal, and to make sure that you see what I mean happening, we're gonna go like that. We're gonna select this thing, this square, and to make it pop against the background, we're gonna make it white. And we're gonna make a square. Why is that not filling all the way from the corner? Oh my god. Okay, whatever. Let's try this one. Also not working. Let's try the bigger one. Also not working. What gives? Okay, let's try the smallest one. There we go. So the smallest one actually does what it's supposed to. This is fine. Let's just do this. Let's just make a white square around. And now we're going to change the interior. I'm going to make it a red. And we're grab the paint bucket, make the interior red. If you want, you can make like a little heart. I mean, hearts are easy. You might be like, I don't do pixel art, but I don't know. Like stuff there's stuff where I wouldn't do it either. Um, why is my button not white? There we go. Did I click the wrong thing? You know, I can't see the. Ah, there we go. Yeah, there's stuff that I wouldn't do in pixel art when it gets like too complicated, too complex. But small stuff, it's okay. Like you can do like 2, 1, 2, then 2, 2, 1, 2. And then you just try to meet in the middle, just like that. There, and then this one we go like that. Ta-da! It's not centered, right? But it'll do. You have a heart. Now let's click save. Actually, can we? Do we want to change? Nah, it's fine. We'll work on it later if we really want to. But right now, this is fine for to showcase. Let's click save. It's so small we can't even see it. Okay. Let's click apply. And now we have a tiled sprite. Now, what's the big deal about tiled sprites? This is it. We're going to put it there. Uh, did I not? There we go. What was I dragging? Oh my god, this is so small. Wait, I messed it up. 32 by 32, but the actual piscal is 16 by 16. I forgot to change it. It's okay. It's an easy fix. We'll select these two, and then we're gonna resize to 32 by 32. Actually, you know what? Let's go bigger. 64 by 64. So it's more visible. And let's hit save. And this one, the initial size, let's change to 64 by 64. So that this way it's actually visible, right? There you go. So what is the deal with this thing? As we stretch it, it starts doubling up. See? Should we do that? It looks like stamps. So it doesn't actually stretch the image, it just makes more of it. So what's this good for? Well, backgrounds, stuff like that, stuff that just repeats, right? So let's go here on the side. Dang it. Let's make this into the UI layer. And let's change this back to 64 by 64 to make it nice and neat. There you go. Nice, our neat little square with our off-centered heart. I need to fix that so badly. It's okay. Let's do the health bar. So how do we turn this into a health bar? We're going to go onto our scene event. There we go. I keep seeing like untitled scene. I was like, where's the events? Need to change that soon. Let's get the health. Gonna add one more event. We're not gonna have a condition, so this is gonna happen all the time. Right? We're not gonna do it just when something happens. This is gonna be updating every single frame. Right? We're gonna change it later for performance sake, but for now we're just gonna leave it open. So when an action doesn't have a condition, it has like carte blanche to do whatever it wants. So it's always running. It's always doing something. If we did change the text like that without a condition, the text would always be updating to the variable, which is a way you can do things. But performance is an issue. So things that are repeating all the time, every single frame, those cost a lot of performance. So we want to limit those to the ones that really have to. If it doesn't have to, we don't do that. Anyways, add an action. So we get more hearts or more squares as we stretch it, right? So we need to change the width of that image, that object. So we're going to type in, how do you type in width again? W width? Is that it? Yeah, look at that, width. And even has like the two arrows pointing left and right. Of the object. Oh god, what did we call it again? Health bar? Health. There we go, health bar. Was that not it? Let's just click OK and let's go double check. What did I call it? New tiled sprite. Okay. I called it nothing. That is why. Health bar. Press OK. Apply. That makes sense. The engine is always right. It's like, why is this not working? Well, it's probably a you problem. Very rarely, unless it's like something really buggy, like performance wise. Usually when it comes to this stuff, yeah. There you go. Health bar now is showing. So we're going to change the width of health bar. We're going to set it to, let's do it like this, right? I'm gonna double click it, show up the event. Um, there you go. This is where we were. Change the health bar to. We don't want to add. We don't want to do anything. We want to set it to a specific width. So set to. And now we're gonna do 0, not 0. Um, the initial size, which is 64. So the initial size of the block, so 64 times. Now we're going to put the variable of our health, which is, let's see if it works. Player dot variable open health close. Yes, it's working. It's no longer red, so this is working. So now the width is going to be 60 times 64 times our health. So basically, when we have 1 health, it's going to be 64 times 1, which is 64. If you have 2 health, 64 times 2, which is 128, I think. So basically, it's 2 squares. If you have times 3, it's going to be 3 squares. Times 4, 4 squares, and so on and so on. Let me show you. Press preview. Look at that. You have 5 squares. Now if you get hit, we're going to see the squares go down, and you're going to see the number health go down. Look at that. 4, 3, 2, 1, bang. And we did. Cool, right? That's how you do a health bar. But we're going to spice it up. Because that's a bit weird, right? It doesn't look like a proper health bar. It just looks like some guy made a scuffed heart. So let's go to Game UI. Let's fix it real quick. Well, first of all, this is too big, being 64 by 64. Because I know I'm an idiot. I just wanted to show off the heart and show that you can do this kind of stuff without having to work too hard for it. Select the paint bucket. Let's grab a nicer red when it's not too bright. And we're going to paint this, and we're going to paint this, and we're going to paint all the whites to red. Could have just used the other paint bucket that's more global, but this is fine. This is okay. So now we're going to change this thing to the same size as the coins and stuff, 32 by 32. Press enter. And then we're going to do the supersizing. Oh, no. This is fine. This is okay like this. We're not going to do the other thing where we put it to 64 by 64 afterwards, because otherwise it'd look weird because it's a tiled sprite. So this one needs to be specific measures. So 32 by 32. Like that. Health bar. Press apply. Now, did I not change the size of this thing? Oh, wait. It's because we changed the size here. So 32 by 32. Let's put it on the same size, or on the same axis. 39. Let's put this to. Wait. What? Did I see the wrong one? No, 39. Why is this going up? Oh, God. Why is everything not working right? Huh? Why is the 39 is all the way up there? What is your issue? How did we mess this up? Oh, I'm an idiot. It's because these ones are 64 by 64. That's why they're like all the way up there. I was like, okay, never mind. Okay, we'll fix that later. For now, we just need to eyeball this one. Right. It is fine. See, it's because of the points. Because this one, the point starts there in the corner, and this one starts all the way there. And this is something we're going to talk later on. But the origin point is what determines where the coordinates are being read. So the point is there reading these measures, and this one has the point there, which is a bit lower. So, it all makes sense. It's okay. We'll show it later. But now, let's change this thing as well, because we changed the size of the bar. Now we need to make it 32 times the health. Just like that. Preview. And now we have an actual bar. And if you get hit, come on, the bar gets smaller and smaller and smaller, and then dead. And if you want to make, okay, we're taking so long on this episode, but it is fine for science. If you want to make a thing around it, all you got to do is create new object. It can be a sprite, and we're just gonna stretch it out. Health bar back. And we're gonna edit with Piscal. Gonna grab our paint bucket. And we're gonna make it this grayish thing. It's just so we can actually see the bar against the black background. So this is fine. And we're gonna paint it. And the size doesn't really matter, but we can do it like this. Yeah, it's already 64 by 64. This is fine. Or better yet, let's make it 32 by 32. One more. One little bit more. Let's add 8. So 40 by 40. So that there's like a smidget over our bar. Press save. So now we have a block that's 40 by 40. Now we add it in. Like that. And we're going to stretch it out. Right. So let's see. Just going to copy this 5 times. You should just do the math. 32 times 5. We should be 320 divided by 2, 160. So is that it? 160, right? So let's change the width to, I almost had it. Like it's 160. And then let's give it another 10. So 170. Man, I was almost there. Almost. And let's make this into the UI layer. And now it's over our bar. Man, everything just keeps adding up, right? How do we fix this? Well, it's the Z order. The Z order is what determines what's in front and what's behind. The lower the Z number is, the further back it is. The higher it is, the further in front it is. So right now, this bar has the Z order of 0, 6. There we go. So let's change the Z order to 0. Now it's behind the red block. Why is it behind? Because the red block has a Z order of 5. So remember, the higher it is, the more in front. In the lower, the further back. So if the black thing is 0, if I make it -1, it goes behind the bar. If I make it 0, now it's on the same level as the bar. So the game's like, okay, which one came first, the egg or the chicken? But if I make 1, now it's in front. See? Cool stuff. That's what the Z order is. Now let's test our bar thing. See if it actually fits. Press preview. And yeah, almost. It's a little bit off. Right. I think I did the math wrong. Did I math wrong? It's because it's not 30. It's our block is 40, right? It's 40 by 40. So it's going to be 40 times 5, which is. Also, we need to select this, which should be 200. That one's a simple math. Is this going to work? I don't think it's going to work, but whatever. You can fine tune this until the bar actually fits the game properly. But hey, it is 200. It works. So now it actually looks like a bar. And as we take damage, see, it goes lower and lower and lower, and then we die. There you go. We've made a health bar. And obviously, this is just an example. You can fix this up as much as you want. Right. I'll catch you guys next episode. I still don't know what we're going to do next episode, but I'll catch you then, and I'm sure it's going to be something cool. I hope you're enjoying it. I know this one was a bit long, but if you're enjoying this, subscribe, leave a like, all the cool jazz. I'll catch you guys next one.